It started with a sound I'll never forget, my daughter's voice trembling on the phone. "Dad, you need to come, now." The way she said it, quiet, scared, like she'd seen something she wasn't supposed to. I froze in the middle of the grocery aisle, surrounded by strangers who had no idea my world was about to collapse. For months, I'd known something was wrong with Emily, my wife of 12 years. She was distant. Her laughter felt rehearsed. Her phone was suddenly glued to her hand. At first, I blamed myself. Maybe I'd stopped trying. Maybe work had consumed me. But deep down, I knew this wasn't just about us drifting apart. It was about someone else. 2 weeks before that call, my kids, Ethan, 11, and Lily, 8, had started mentioning Mom's new friend. "Mom says he's just helping her with a project," Ethan had said. "What kind of project?" I'd asked. He shrugged. "They always meet at that coffee place by the lake. She says it's for work." That night I waited for her to come home. She walked in past midnight, smelling of perfume she hadn't worn in years. When I asked, she smiled too quickly. "Don't start this again, Mark. It's just work. You don't need to question everything I do." The worst part wasn't the lie. It was how easily she said it. Then came that call. "Dad, we saw Mom at the cabin by the lake," Ethan whispered. "She told us not to tell you, but there's a man here." The world blurred. My hands shook as I gripped the steering wheel. The rain poured so hard I could barely see the road. When I pulled up to the old family cabin, ours once, now forgotten, the lights inside were dim. The rain hit the roof in angry bursts. Through the window, I saw them, Emily and him. She was laughing in a way I hadn't heard in years, soft, free, alive. He leaned close, touched her face, kissed her forehead. And there, standing outside in the rain, were my children, watching through the same window I was. Lily was crying, Ethan was holding her, eyes wide with confusion. That moment will haunt me forever. I stepped out of the car and called their names. Emily turned, eyes widening in shock. "Mark, what are you—" But I didn't answer. I went straight to the kids. "Get in the car," I said quietly. Lily's little hand clung to mine. Ethan wouldn't look at me. "Dad, is Mom leaving us?" he asked. The rain drowned out my answer. Back home, the silence was unbearable. Emily showed up later that night, soaked and shaking. "Mark, please," she said softly, standing at the doorway. "I can explain." I let her in, but I couldn't look at her. "Explain what, Emily? The secret trips? The lies? Making our kids lie for you?" She flinched. "I didn't make them lie. I just didn't want to hurt you until I understood what I felt." "What you felt?" I said, my voice rising despite myself. "You had 2 kids watching you betray their father. What kind of understanding is that?" Tears ran down her cheeks, but I didn't move closer. "I didn't plan for this to happen," she whispered. "He just listened." "You used to, but you stopped seeing me." I swallowed hard. "Don't you dare blame this on me." For the first time, she didn't fight back. She just stood there, crying, silent. Then Ethan's voice broke through from the hallway. "Mom, we saw you hugging that man. Are you leaving Dad?" Emily turned, eyes full of guilt. "No, baby, I'm not leaving you." "But you already did," Ethan said. "We saw it." That single sentence shattered her. The next morning, she packed a small bag, said she needed time to think. I didn't stop her. I just stood by the door, holding a cup of cold coffee, staring at the woman I once believed would never lie to me. Before she left, she touched my arm. "I didn't mean for them to see," she said. "That's what you're sorry for?" I asked. Her lips parted, but she said nothing. The door closed, and for a long time, all I could hear was the sound of her car fading down the road. Weeks passed. The house felt empty, but at least it was honest. Ethan wouldn't talk much. Lily slept in my bed every night. Then one afternoon, Emily came back, alone. She looked pale, thinner, like the weight of her choices had finally hit her. "I ended it," she said quietly. "He wasn't who I thought he was." I wanted to ask who he was, what he did, but I didn't. Then she said something that chilled me. "He followed me today. He knows where we live." Before I could respond, the sound of a car outside made us both turn. Through the window, headlights flickered in the driveway. I stepped outside, but by the time I reached the gate, the car was gone. All that remained was a folded note on the windshield of mine. It read, "You should have never let her come back." That night, I didn't sleep. Every noise in the house made me tense. Every creak felt like a threat. Emily sat on the couch, crying softly, whispering how sorry she was. I didn't know whether to comfort her or protect the kids. By morning, she was gone again. No note this time, just her wedding ring on the kitchen counter. Ethan found it first. He didn't say anything, just stared at it, then looked at me. "What happens now, Dad?" he asked. I wanted to tell him it would be okay, but I couldn't lie to him the way she had to us. It's been 6 months since that night. We never saw Emily again. Sometimes when the wind hits the cabin road just right, I swear I still see her car parked by the lake. The kids don't ask about her anymore, but sometimes I catch Ethan staring at that ring, his jaw clenched, as if trying to understand how love can disappear without warning. And I wonder, was she running from guilt, or from the man who promised her a life that never existed? When trust breaks, is there ever a way back? Or do some people only realize what they've lost when it's too late to fix it?